guys, this is Lawrence and welcome back to my channel. I'm the host of the Triathlon podcast, Usapan Triathlon, Swim, Bike, and Run. Today, I'm so excited to present you Cianyl from Cebu, and she's one of the strong athlete na Filipina ng SND Barracuda. She has a very good background when it comes to swimming, kaya masasabi ko na she's one of the faster swimmer na babae when it comes to 70.3 or longer distance. Pag-usapan namin yung mga training routine niya, training schedules niya, and marami kaming natutunan sa kanya. Sabi ko na si Cianyl is one of the consistent athletes when it comes sa pagiging podium contender niya sa kanyang age group. Kaya she's very known when it comes sa Cebu and Mindanao area, and also sa mga 70.3 races natin. She used to be an athlete of Omega Tri ng Cebu, and right now she's athlete of SND Barracuda. So medyo matagal na rin sa community natin. Kaya ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present to you Cianyl.
Mga kaibigan, this is Lawrence and welcome back to my channel. I'm the host of the Triathlon podcast, Usapan Triathlon, Swim, Bike, and Run. Today, I have a special guest. Isa sa mga Barracuda Angels na tinatawag na pambato ng SND. Walang iba kundi si Cianyl from Cebu. Cianyl, welcome to my channel.
Hi, hello. Thank you po for having me.
Well, thank you very much sa time na binigay mo sa amin. I know that you are a busy person. You have a commitment in your family, to your team, and siyempre, of course, meron din kang mga plano for yourself for a day-to-day basis. But we are really thankful kasi we want to know yung mga athletes na nasa Mindanao and Visayas. And ang lagi kong tinatanong sa mga guests ko is that sino si Cianyl outside of triathlon?
Ako nga pala I'm Cianyl Gonzalez. I represent SND Barracuda, but I am currently based in Cebu, and I just go to SND from time to time to join them sa training or if may mga races in Mindanao. So I just go there para sabay na kami pumunta sa venue. And Cianyl, outside of triathlon, I'm a newly registered nurse.
Congratulations.
I'm
Hopefully makita ka dito sa Canada. Makita ka namin dito sa Canada.
Soon po, soon. I'm kasi right now everybody's asking what I'm doing. So I'm processing lang my papers kasi I'll take another exam. Tapos magre-review. And then besides that, I'm just training po. Yun.
Thank you for sharing your brief history or who you are outside of triathlon. And just want to know, how old are you now? And anong age group ka?
I'm 29 po, and then I'm turning 30 in June. So
tumaas ka na ng age group?
5150 Ironman race. Yes po.
That's good. And another thing that would like to know is that paano ka napasok sa triathlon? If you can give us a brief history or history ng triathlon journey mo, if you can mention what year, how old are you, etc. Yeah.
History. Well, before I think I started or I joined triathlon mga 2013 or late 2012 po ata. Kasi I was a varsity sa swimming before nung yung first course ko. So I finished that. So I was a varsity. And then may nag-scout sa akin. Gusto daw niya mag-relay. Ako yung swim. Tapos, kasi there was a race in November. I think it's in San Remigio po. It's in the northern part of Cebu. He wanted to do relay, but then di siya natuloy. And then my dad said, what if you do individual na lang? So I was game naman kasi may time naman po. Like, sige, I'll try. Kaya yun, my dad got me this hybrid MTB bike. So it's an MTB frame, pero he made, 'di ba the MTB has a like a big wheel set po. Tapos he made it into like road-ish road-ish wheel set. So and then that's where it all started. So I joined that race, like individual ako. Tapos surprisingly, I won second overall. Kaya
Second
dun ko
overall,
na-start
it's
lahat.
not just second sa age group but an overall winner, ah. And
Yes po.
na-surprise ka ba? Parang paano ka na-surprise nung were you expecting na somehow you have a background sa sports? Kalkulado mo na ba na nagkaroon ka na ba ng race plan na you go hard on swim so that somehow yung mga dating mga cyclists at mga runner you have time na maka-cross the finish line habang hinahabol ka nila?
Wala po talaga. Like, I was just, compared to other triathletes, kasi nga, lumaki akong swimmer. So, I had this advantage. But I didn't know that until, until I crossed the finish line, sabi, second ako. Tapos, I didn't know nga po na there's an overall, tapos,
Mhm,
I only knew there was an age group. So, I thought sa age group ako nanalo.
mhm.
Tapos, nung nag-awarding, hindi tinawag yung name ko. So, tapos I had a friend. She was one of the marshals. I asked her, why didn't they call me? But I won naman my age group. And then she said, kasi you won overall. You won second overall. Kaya yun. As in, I totally had no idea how to do a triathlon before. I only knew it was swim, bike, tapos run.
Mhm. That's good. I believe during that time, do you already have a nutrition plan or paano mo ginawa yung race na yun? It's just like, of course, if you're going to compare that performance, even though na nag-second overall ka, and the way you raced right now is totally different. So, paano yun? How it goes yung first race mo but at the same time, nag-second overall ka?
I had friends or like my teammates sila, Coach Franz. He used to coach the swimming team sa San Carlos before, and he was already a triathlete. So I asked those people I knew how to, like, what do I do? Tapos they said you need to get your nutrition. Tapos yun lang po yung nutrition. Tapos I told my dad na I need to buy, sabi ni Coach Franz, I need to buy gels daw po. Tapos I can find that in Ayala. Kaya yun lang po talaga, gels.
That's good.
I didn't like the
It's a good
taste.
opportunity na makapag-race on your first race. At the same time, somehow merong mga nag-a-advise sa'yo na ganito gawin mo, hindi yung totally na parang shock ka o ano yung gagawin ko, do you have to swim, bike and run? But you know that there's always a fourth discipline. But you know how to pace during that time or parang uh, paano mo inano yun? Paano mo pinace yung sarili mo na yeah.
I before I really didn't know how to pace. Parang I didn't know numbers. Basta I knew na I had to like go all out sa swim kasi yun naman yung I was really comfortable sa swim. Tapos sa bike tsaka sa run, like, oh sige, I'll just bike as hard as I can or run as hard as I can. Tapos yun.
That's good. And just a question as a swimmer sa school, like do you compete inter-school like sa mga western sa mga Visayas sa colleges and universities? Ganun ba yung sports mo before?
Yes po, like sa first course ko, I studied in the University of San Carlos. So, varsity talaga ako. So, we compete inter-school, tapos there's regionals, tapos nationals. Tapos yun.
And what's your favorite or strength sa swim? Anong stroke?
Yung event ko before, breaststroke po talaga. Tapos
Breaststroke.
nag-shift ako to backstroke.
Wow.
Kasi kaya naman din po yung
So,
backstroke.
so imagining ko na kung gaano kabilis yung freestyle swim mo kasi if you're good in backstroke and what else yung breaststroke then kasi dito yung mga nakakasabay ko sa swimming pool halos kasing bilis ko sa ano yung backstroke sa breaststroke nila halos kasing bilis ko ng freestyle eh. Yeah. And tell us now, paano ka ano yung transition mo ngayon from team to team and we would like to know paano ka napunta sa Tri SND and we all know that you were a former member of Omega.
Well, I started, kasi when I started, yun nga, individual. Tapos, there was a team sa Park Lane. It's a hotel. Tapos, kinuha ako sa Park Lane. Tapos, after 1 or 2 years in Park Lane, I transferred to Omega with sila Paul, sila Banjo. And then, I was with Omega mga 4 years. I was with Coach Pat. Tapos last year, nag-transfer ako to SND.
Oh, recently ka lang pala.
Yes. Tapos
Recently lang yung transfer mo pala.
Pero matagal ako sa Omega.
Mhm.
Kasi hindi ko maiwanan si Coach Fab.
Yeah. And I believe na yung Omega nawala na, di ba? And so like for example, last year ka lang nag-transfer sa Omega but I heard na yung Omega after the pandemic parang wala na sila, no? So do you still during the pandemic right after ng pandemic nung nag-race ka, do you still represent Omega that time or as a individual personnel?
We still represented Omega po kasi last year bumalik yung Ironman Cebu.
Mm.
So Omega, kasi I was registered under Omega. We were registered under Omega. So I raced for Omega.
Oh,
Tapos sa
I see.
team challenge at nakatulong ako with the team challenge.
So last year meron pa palang Omega na nag-race. I thought that wala na siya. So that's good to know. It's good to know. And during that time na nasa Omega ka na, under the radar ka na ba nila boss Brother Oloy? And how's the transition from Omega to Tri SND?
So kasi po we've been friends with VM Vice Mayor and sila Sam, sila Satar. I've been friends with them for a long time. Tapos there was this, I think in 2018, they were here in Cebu. They ran the Cebu Marathon. Tapos napasama ko sa kanila. Kumain sila sa Vikings, pinasama ako. Tapos yun, they were joking na, oh, you're gonna be mag-SND ka na ba? So ako parang gusto ko naman, but I can't just leave my team kasi parang I have an obligation naman. Pero gusto ko mag-transfer kasi the team, they look really happy. Tapos parang enjoy naman ako kasama sila.
Yeah, that's good, ano? Ang dami kong mga nakausap na like for example si Paul Humamil, which is your former teammate sa Omega and also right now as your teammate sa Tri SND. Sinabi niya na he's very happy sa Tri SND and yun naman talaga ang importante. It is a team sport but it is an individual effort when it comes sa race. And kung ano yung pakiramdam mo, personally, it helps you perform. Okay? And right now, you are a full-time athlete, right? You can consider yourself as a full-time athlete.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So tell us about your daily, kumbaga sa sa YouTube channel is a day a life with the pro, something like that. So we want to know, how do you manage your schedule?
A day in the life. Kasi, well, iba-iba kasi pero on average, on Wednesdays I like kasi Wednesdays are track days, so I like to go out early. Kasi dito sa track namin, as in super full house yung track namin dito. So Wednesdays I go out early, but other days, from Monday to Friday, hinatid ko kapatid ko sa school.
Mhm.
Yun nga po yung tapos, I just go to the pool or dun sa we have this parang siyang MOA. We have this MOA area where we bike and run, where
Mm.
the triathletes go po. So yeah, after if I bring my sister to school, I'll train after. Tapos, after training, balik sa bahay. Tapos, if may workout pa in the afternoon, I work out before I leave the house, before I fetch my sister. Tapos, yun po. On an
Nice. And
average.
an
Pero
average,
weekend,
yeah,
yes po.
an average training hours per day and average training hour per week.
Yes. Weekends po, I can go out early on weekends kasi walang pasok yung sister ko.
Mhm.
So, average, I think I have the same, average training hours with Satar, with the Elite Boys kasi we have the same program. We follow the same program po by Coach Annie.
Mhm. That's good. And that would be somewhere around 15 hours or 20 hours. Just curious lang kami, as ano ba
Yes
yung
po.
ano ba yung parang ano ba yung ano ba yung life ng isang full-time triathlete, na because for us, as much as we want, gusto namin makapag-training, but the same time kami hindi namin kaya kasi nga di ba? Pwede namin sagad pero pwede kami magkasakit kasi may other. So we want to know, how much is your training hours per week?
Training hours, hindi ako sure po, pero like siguro in distance. Kung sa swim, mga around mga almost 10K po
10,
yung
wow.
swim.
Eh,
10K. Tapos, yung run, mga kasi I know sa Training Peaks, you can see it,
mhm.
your total number of hours sa computer. Pero I don't know how to look at my numbers
You can
dito sa
even check
phone.
that, sa Strava. Meron dun yung progress. You can select the swim, bike, and run. But anyway, yeah, that's a very good opportunity. So I know that there would be a time na magta-transition ka sa full-time triathlete, going to an employee na, because you have other plans na na ayusin yung license mo. But it's a good experience na dumating sa buhay mo na naging full-time athletes ka, di ba? And question lang ako, how do you manage your injuries, your burnout, your nutrition during the trainings, like in general? Kasi as an athlete, di ba? Uh, ano yung sinabi ni power comes from calories. And if calories come from yung ini-intake mo. So and when it comes to ini-intake natin, we're not just talking about the gels, the nutrition na ginagawa natin sa training and sa training, daily training, but malaking bagay rin yung diet mo sa sarili mo. How do you manage that? And we want to know, because for us, it's a good topic dahil sa malalaman natin, we can learn from you guys na syempre kayo, prone kayo sa sakit, and for you to be an effective athlete, kailangan masunod niyo yung mga training nyo. And for you na masunod yung training nyo, you should always be healthy throughout the training blocks.
Well, for the nutrition po, I eat like normally. I don't count calories. I eat normally except I don't eat pork. I don't eat beef. Tapos yeah, everything else kumakain talaga ako like normal po yung yeah, hindi naman siya normal kasi I don't eat pork and beef. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, so I'm more on chicken and fish. Tapos vegetables po. Yan.
Oh, that's good. And do you take any supplement, any protein shake, any so ang pinaka uh, source of protein mo ba is the food that you take or
For the kasi we were supplied with whey. I was given a whey supplement by VM. So after training, but I don't use whey every day. I only use whey po when like intense po yung workout. Like say for example, Wednesdays, intervals, yan. I use whey. Tapos if mag-long ride, kasi I noticed na after every long ride, yung bukas po, I have a hard time getting out of bed. Like, tapos, so long ride kasi namin Saturday. Tapos, may long run pa on Sunday. So, yeah, yun, I take my way after long ride. Tapos, if long run, hindi na ako nagwe-way kasi takot akong mag-gain.
nakamute ako? Well, good na at kumbaga sa wala naman talagang perfect na diet na kailangan nating sundin o gayahin. It all depends on how you manage the the diet itself, right? May iba dyan na more on protein, may iba dyan na may mga carbohydrates. And just a question, do you eat carbs? Or more on
Yes,
focus ka sa protein and vegetables?
I think balance naman po kasi,
Mm.
kasi I like pasta. So, I like carbs po talaga. Tapos, ngayon lang ako like, I make sure that I have enough protein para I don't just get my protein intake from the way I also get from may mga ulam.
Na natural,
So,
right?
yun.
Yeah. And is there any challenges about injuries, illness, and if there was, paano mo minanage yun?
So far po, wala na po. Pero, I think I learned kasi I got injured mga 2016. Tapos after that, hindi na po ako na-injured kasi I'm super religious now with stretching.
Mhm.
Tapos I think I eat better now. Kasi before, parang, mostly junk food. I used to eat a lot of junk food. Yun po. So, for injuries, I learned nga, yun nga po, I really like to do stretching. Tapos I'm incorporating strength work now sa gym. And yeah, tapos yun lang po, nutrition, strength work, tapos stretching. Basta I make sure na, kasi ayoko na pong bumalik kasi it was like the worst injury.
What was
Kasi
your
di po ako
injury during that time?
sa ITB po. I think
ITB.
it got
Oh,
torn.
yeah.
Di ako nakalakad for 4 months.
4
Tapos may
months.
Ironman Cebu pa po
Wow.
ako noon. Yeah.
Tagal nun.
Kasi nung 4 months po. Tapos like kahit the pinaka little na movement, napakasakit na.
Paano dumating sa point yung ganun? Na to the point na hindi ka na makalakad. Ano ba yun? Is there was some signs na inignore mo or suddenly paggising mo na isang araw totally bigla ka nagulat na ganito na?
I was in a race kasi when that happened. Pero days before the race, I was feeling something na tapos I asked a run coach, "Coach, what do I do?" Tapos sabi, "Oh, you take um a pain a pain a pain reliever para on race day para you won't feel anything." Tapos na-shock na I was leading kasi that race. So na-shock na lang ako, patay, di na ako makarun, parang ang sakit-sakit na. So, tapos, so sabi ko, hala, di na nag-work yung ARCOC siya. So,
Arkok siya. Yeah, I remember
parang,
that. Arkok siya.
yes, yes. So parang, oh my God, this must be something very bad kasi for me to feel pain kahit na nag-ARCOC siya ako. Parang, this is bad. Tapos, noon, nag-pull out ako.
Wow.
Pero
Alam mo,
at that time po, I was heavy naman po kasi. I was super, because I was working that time, so my rest was
mm-mm,
not enough. I
mm-mm,
worked in the BPO industry, so my rest wasn't enough. Tapos, my diet pa, I didn't know
mm.
how to do with my diet.
Alam mo, may experience ako dyan sa sa painkiller, yung mga medicine. If I will have last marathon ko, I have a calf issue. At alam ko na most likely lalabas yun eh. So ang ginawa ko, nag-take ako ng painkiller. So I was able to survive the race, pero kasi masakit din talaga. Pero I know na kapag hindi ako nag-take ng painkiller, mas lalong sasakit. On the following day, as in talaga yung lahat mas sumakit yung katawan ko, and after two weeks lang ako nakatakbo. And I believe that that's the disadvantage ng painkiller, right? That you may able to perform on that specific race, but then you're risking a greater potential.
Yes, yes po. Kasi, yun nga, what they say na, if you're feeling pain, that means there's something going on with your body. So you need to listen to your body. Yun, parang that was the biggest lesson for me when it comes to my body.
Yeah. I think for example si Taylor Nib, at the same time sino nga yung gold medalist sa Tokyo right now?
Si Flora Duffy po.
Flora Duffy. Right now, two of them are injured. At sinabi nila sa sa podcast nila, or sa podcast sa How They Train, na kaya sila na-injured during that time before sila mag-race ng World Championship sa 70.3. Meron silang mga injuries that time. May nararamdaman sila. Tapos they go to the doctor, nag-take sila ng painkiller. And then, they were able to survive the race. Si Taylor Nib siya yung nag-champion. I think si Flora Davi fourth siya. But then, after that, totally bigla silang nawala. So, it's very hard, right? And also the ITB. ITB, kumbaga parang, ITB lang yan. Pero, yung previous marathon training ko, nagka problema ako sa ITB. And how do you handle the ITB? Right now, ano yung mga symptoms mo or ano yung mga things na ginagawa mo how to avoid the ITB? Kasi that's a very common issues sa mga athletes.
Now po, kasi yun nga, I know how to listen to my body na. So, pag if I feel like my legs are tight, like, I know that my legs are tight kasi parang parang may bukol po sa, nafe-feel ko po. Tapos,
Yeah.
if I feel that feeling na, like, I have this, I see someone kasi he's a
Fisher.
sports masseuse. Pero he's not naman physio, pero he studied tapos he does blading, cupping. So,
Scraping.
yeah, yes po. I go to him, I tell him, idol, parang masakit na yung ko, yung anong tawag dito, hamstring ko. Tapos he checks naman, tapos he knows naman na which point to hit. Tapos he knows na, this is due to your ITB being tight. Yan po. So I go to him before everything will become worse na naman.
Yeah, that's good. Ako meron din akong physio. Siya nag-aalaga sa akin, and it's very right now it's part of the sports science na hindi lang basta-basta kung minsan nadadaan sa stretching or there would be at times na tight yung muscle. Is there any home remedy na ginagawa mo aside of going to your massage therapies?
If like after ano po, I foam roll.
For-
If like if I know na, oh, I'm feeling something. So magfo-foam roll ako just to alleviate lang temporarily. Tapos kasi scheduled kasi siya. So I can't just go to him
Mhm.
like for example, tomorrow today is no, it's a Tuesday. Tomorrow, he doesn't have a schedule sa clinic
So you have to
bukas.
wait,
So
right?
yeah, so I have to wait until his next schedule kasi is Saturday. So I have to wait until Saturday.
And you have a
So
training schedule also that you have
yeah,
to do, right?
yeah. Kaya yeah, I just foam roll sa bahay kasi wala, I know naman na what to do.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Well, that's
Tapos
good.
na-alleviate naman po siya.
That's good. That's good. Thank you for sharing that. It's a very informative and hopefully maraming matutunan yung mga viewers dito. And of course, they look at you, they want to know, they want to get something from you na they can apply sa kanilang mga training programs. By the way, congratulations sa mga recent race mo, no? You'd been the third overall and previously sa asan ba yun? Butuan? You were the fourth overall. Well, tanggalin natin si Kim. You are the third overall kasi exempted na yun eh. Exempted na yun. Kim is Kim, right? And kahit ako man siguro makipag-race kay Kim, hindi ako aabot eh. But but
Ang
yeah,
lakas ako, like super.
super iba talaga yung first time mo bang makalaro yung mga elite?
Yung nag-second and third, yung nag-second si Karen. I've been racing with her na. So I know
Yung
her. We used to be
Karen na ano
teammates.
na
Yeah.
taga Cebu rin, 'di ba? Na dating
Yes.
national team.
Yes.
Ano apelyido niya?
Manayon po.
Manayon, oo. Si Hana kinento niya sa akin diyan na ano na yeah, may mga kwento siya.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So okay, and sino yung third?
Yung nag-third si Nicole Del Rosario po. I think Philippine team din.
Oh, okay. So after nun, ikaw na. Kumbaga, well, tanggalin natin sila, ikaw na. Di ba? Kasi, iba talaga yung iba talaga yung national team, right? Uh, kumbaga si Kim pa lang bago matutong maglakad yun, nagta-triathlon na yata eh. Ganon ka veteran si Kim, right? May mga fake picture ka na nakikita na pinopost si Coach Annie na bata pa lang si Kim, katabi na niya si Coach Annie.
Teammate nga niya daw po sa national team.
Naging teammate pa niya sa national team.
Yes.
Wow.
I heard, yeah. I heard na sinabi ni Kim, naging teammates pa kami ni Coach Annie before. Dun sa Butuan.
Wow. So parang si yung Australian na so na national athlete natin na Ellis ba yun? Right? Parang ang bata lang din niya, di ba? So parang si Kim, nung nag-start siya, mas bata pa pala.
Yes.
So, yeah. Ngayon na-curious ako. Na-curious ako ngayon. Gusto natin pag-usapan yung, hopefully if we have time, pag-usapan din natin yung sa Butuan. Kasi syempre, it's different. It's a different level. Yeah? Even though that, yeah, you're fourth, but you're racing the very best players ng Philippines, right? So, first of all, pag-usapan natin yung competitions inside the SND Barracuda. Kasi, first si Lian, second si si Congresswoman, third ikaw, and all of you are SND Barracuda. And during that time, na tell us, ano yung recap mo sa race na yon?
No po, what happened was, kasi Lian and I didn't wanna race. I didn't wanna compete kasi, but then, kasi kami lang yung andun, the same names, same faces. So, I wanted to take it easy kasi nga sabi nga ni Lian, hindi namin distance yon. Tapos ang nangyari,
Ano ba yung distance nung ano by the way sa ano nga to? Dipolog.
Dipolog. 1.5 swim, 60, 65 or 60 bike, tapos 14K yung run.
And when you say, sinasabi ni Lian na hindi nyo distance to, was she referring to a middle distance? Which is yun yung parang 40 nyo?
Yes po. Kasi
Okay.
I guess right now we're focusing on 70.3 po kasi.
Yeah.
Tapos yung mga standard distance parang, tapos I'm getting old now, so parang masakit na yung mga standard distance for me.
Masakit na yung para sa mga all effort na zone, higher zones, right?
Yes po. Tapos like kami, we were coming from 70.3 kasi. Tapos 'di ba, if you're coming from a long distance, when you go back to a standard distance, parang oh my God, I got slower. Parang ang hirap ibalik ng fast twitch muscles.
So yeah, tell us about during the time na nung nag-start kayo ng race, nabasa mo na ba talaga yung end of the race na it would be 1, 2, 3 of you na mga girls ng Tri SND?
Ay, hindi po. Kasi I know Lian, yan should be like one of the contenders po talaga for the podium. So, tapos there were other girls din naman po. So, si Congresswoman, tapos I know I'm faster than Congresswoman sa swim, but then I know that she can bike. Tapos yun nga, they were in a pack, tapos ako ang hina ko sa bike. So after the swim, yung swim ko maganda naman. I think it was okay. Tapos yung sa bike, like I'm a very bad cyclist. So naabutan ako. So yan, she can swim. She can swim really fast. Tapos, so siya na talaga yung leading.
Tapos, ever since sa T1, okay.
Yes po. Tapos,
pang ilang ka sa T1?
Second. Yeah, I think second po. Tapos, I think, tapos si VM Uloy, si Congresswoman Amina, they were in the same pack. Tapos, ang laki ng pack. I think naabutan nila ako kasi the bike was looping. So, it was 6 loops. Naabutan nila ako sa third. Yes po. Naabutan nila ako sa third loop pa lang. So sabi ko, tapos sabi niya, sige, you join the pack. Tapos si Wendell was there, one of our teammates. Wendell was there. He wanted me to be behind. Kasi si VM Oloy was, he was leading. Tapos si Congresswoman Amina, and then I was gonna insert. Tapos yung they were maintaining, a 40 km per hour pace. So parang, tapos ako, at that time, natakot ako. Like, I like to run kasi. I want to do a run off the bike na maganda. So, I was thinking, oh my God, if I'm gonna join this pack, baka hindi na ako makarun. Kaya yun, nag-let go ako sa pack. Tapos, ang pangit ng bike time ko. Parang, they were ahead by.
If naiwan ka sa peloton, talagang malayo yung magiging difference. So, during the rest of the bike ride, mag-isa ka na lang o you were in another group?
Mag-isa lang po. Most of the time. Kasi even if you ask Hannah po, I'm a very bad cyclist. Parang, I really need to work on my bike talaga. Tapos, I ride a road bike pa. So, tapos, they were all riding TT bike. So, parang, oh my God, parang, yung mindset ko talaga, parang, hindi talaga to kaya kasi they're on a TT bike. Tapos, ako naka-road bike lang. Tapos, I wanna run pa na maganda off the bike. Yun, parang, yun. So, yun, I think yung difference namin sa bike is 20 minutes. So, ang layo-layo nun.
20 minutes? Wow. Yeah.
Nakakahiya. Oh my God.
That's fine because that's the dynamic of the race, right? Na And curious lang ako kasi I found out from Hannah na lahat pala ng race, local race sa Cebu and Mindanao is a draft legal.
Yes
Lahat
po,
ng ano,
yes.
oh. Ako, never pa akong nakapag-race ng draft legal. And actually, medyo takot ako sa ganyan kasi one time, sumali ako sa gravel bike race. Tapos, ano yun, it was a 200 kilometers bike. Tapos pagdating kasi sa sa part na yun, meron parang sobrang taas doon na maghihiwalay. Pero before that, kumpul-kumpul talaga kami. It's a very big peloton. And makikita mo talsikan, sigawan talaga kasi sometimes kasi you have to shout kasi para makuha yung attention ng mga grupo mo. Sanay ka bang mag-race ng draft legal and also what are the thoughts na lagi mo naiisip na na when you were in the peloton?
No, hindi po ako sanay na pag ano, like, if I know na, yun nga, sabi ni Hannah, lahat talaga dito, draft. Every time natatakot talaga akong mag-bike. So, kaya inuunahan ko sa swim.
Mhm.
Tapos, as in, I try to gain all the gap that I can sa swim. Tapos, sa bike, kasi I know, naiiwan talaga ako sa bike.
Yeah, if you are not good in the peloton. Pero kapag mga non-drafting, you have a very good position, right?
Yes po.
Ah. So dumayo ka dapat sa Luzon. Yeah.
Yes po. Kaya yung mga 5150, mga 70.3, kampante lang ako, okay lang ako. So, I'm scared pa rin mag-bike, pero at least I know na, sige, even yung competition dito kasi it's not, yung iba hindi na mapupol sa bike. So parang, okay, sige, this race, we will know sino talaga yung malakas pag hindi draft legal. Pero pag dito po, parang, oh my God, I just pray every time na draft legal yung race.
Yeah. Ako rin, if I'm going to race in Philippines, a local race, most likely hindi muna ako mag draft legal kasi nga medyo takot ako. Pangalawa, I'm not familiar with the place, right? Kasi yun din yung advantage kapag tagarong ka. And yeah, so tell us about yung race experience mo racing with the very best player ng Philippines, sila sila Kim, tapos yung dalawa pang dating national player or currently national player.
Sila po, si Kim, siya naman talaga, like, running first sa swim pa lang. Tapos si Karen, she's a fast swimmer din. Tapos si Nicole, they're fast swimmers. So ako parang mga 2 minutes ata behind
The
sa
swim?
swim pa lang. Yes.
Oh, you're still good. You're still good.
Tapos si they were leading na, tapos sabay nung sa Butuan po to, no, sabay like I was going pa lang dun there's a part kasi na pupunta kami ng bridge. So I was going pa lang to the bridge, tapos sila Kim, yung pack nila Kim, pabalik na.
Mabalik
So
na.
tapos I see her, she's standing, tumatayo siya sa bike, tapos oh my God, how does she do that? Tapos ako dito, I'm struggling talaga sa bike. Tapos naabutan ako sa mga
Tell us about yung nung nakita mo si Kim sa bike, tatlo na sila magkakasama nun or merong siya mga kasamang mga lalaki?
He was with the boys. I think he was with sila Torio.
Mhm.
Nauna ko kasi nakita si Satar. So I
Mm.
know that nag-break away siya. So, and then tapos pack nila ni Kim. Tapos I would know si Kim yun kasi she was the only girl. Tapos I know her trisuit naman.
Mhm.
Yeah, tumatayo siya, nagbabike. Tapos oh my God, how does she do that? Tapos ako dito, I'm struggling. So ayun, natawa ako sa sarili ko, parang, oh my God, sana all Kim.
Mhm. And during the time nung
Ayun.
nakita mo na you were there are national athletes. Nag-shift ba yung mindset mo na, yeah, I know that it's difficult na makipag-compete to them. So meron ka bang mga na focus na at least somehow I should be leading against with these other athletes?
Like yung nag-iba yung game plan po.
Oo.
Sorry. Hindi naman kasi ano, parang I think what's good about me is that if I see kasi the start list, hindi naman nag-iiba. It's like I try to kasi yun nga mindset din ng Barracuda na you have to go as hard as you can. So parang ako, it has been my mindset na whether or not merong malakas sa start list or wala,
You give your
I
best.
race talaga as hard, yes, as hard as I can. So kahit na I see na andun si Kim, tapos tinatakot pa ako na, oh, andyan si Kim. Kahit na I see Karen Manayan's name, Nicole's name, hindi naman po, thankfully, hindi naman po nag-iba yung mindset. Parang, it's just, sige, I'll just race. We'll see what I can do. Ganon.
That's good. And when you say racing hard, how do you pace yourself during the race? Do you have a power meter? Do you base on heart rate? Do you base on RPE?
Sa right now, I'm not using a power meter po. Tapos yung heart rate, I use the, yung sa watch. Pero I know it's not accurate kasi nasira po yung heart rate monitor ko. So, I know the watch is not accurate. Parang, I think over the years, nag-mature ako as a triathlete. So, parang, yun nga, I know how to listen to my body. So, tapos, like, parang nag-mature nga. Like, I know what to do.
Mas familiar
I
ka
mean,
na
sa
sa
bike, I don't
reaction
know
ng
what
mga
to
katawan
do.
mo.
Yes. Like, sa bike, I really don't know what to do. I'm still working on it pa. Pero, like, off the bike, parang, I'm more confident now. Kasi, sa bike, but I get all my nutrition sa bike. Like, I make sure na enough yung intake ko so that I can run my best off the bike. Yun. Sa nutrition ko po kinukuha yung yung game. Doon ako nagfo-focus. Tapos yan.
That's good. That's good. And now, sinasabi mo na you are a weak cyclist. Or, hindi naman weak, but I think if kung meron ka mang gustong i-improve or sa tingin mo nahihirapan because you're a strong athlete and compared with other players, well, definitely iba ka. Pero ngayon, you know that your weakness is cycling. So ano yung mga ginagawa mo ngayon para ma-overcome siya or you say i-level up mo yung performance mo as a triathlete when it comes to cycling?
Ngayon po, I'm focusing on parang like kasi may mga nagsasabi din, yung mga nakasama ko from Dipolo, si Doc Victor, sabi nila, maganda yung workout ni Coach Annie, especially if I do those workouts indoors. Kasi, ang tamad ko po kasi mag-bike. Sorry.
Ganon. Hala, ipo-post ko to sa YouTube. Makikita ni Coach Annie. Joke lang.
Pero, yun, like, I'm just being honest. Everybody knows. Kahit si Hannah, she knows
Yes,
na
actually
before,
sinabi nga niya na yung struggle mo bike.
pag long ride, lahat ng reasons po. I have all the reasons not to bike. Parang, like, pag alarm pa lang, tinitingnan ko yung sky. Oo, uulan. Tapos, sasabihin ko sa kanila na, I tell them na, hindi ako nakagising, hindi ko narinig yung alarm ko. As in, lahat po. Pero ngayon, parang, because of the team naman po, na-motivate ako mag-bike. So, now, I do most of my bike indoors na. Tapos, Tapos sabi ni VM, if I plan to go to SND po para mag-join sa camp,
Mm.
para po lumakas po yung bike ko. Kasi sabi ni VM, sama daw ako sa kanya. Kasi parang siya lang daw yung baka makaya ko. Makaya kong I can hold his pace. So hopefully,
Well,
maano yung
and
pag-improve.
so far is there any do you see na notice mo ba yung yung gain mo when you started doing indoor?
Yes po, like, kasi uh, approaching like 70.3 Davao, parang I didn't bike masyado. Pero the like weekday workouts, I did them indoors. Parang, so like when I went out to ride, kasi most of the time or usually when it's nearing the race, nagbabike na talaga ako. So
Mm.
weekdays indoors, tapos uh, pag long ride, I go out. Parang may gain naman po sa indoors, sa pag-i-indoors ko. So, tapos nung sa Davao, parang hindi nga ako ganyan ka-fast yung bike ko. Pero parang I felt strong naman on the bike.
That's good. So ngayon, ano yung favorite workout mo ngayon sa bike na kung saan nag-i-enjoy ka? Kasi you told me that
Favorite
you don't
workout.
like cycling, parang alam mo yon, if there's any priority na gusto mong gawin na training, lagi yung cycling yung nasa pahuli. And you know it's part of your weakness or things na pwede mong improve. And somehow you realize na, oh yeah, ito nga, nag-enjoy ka ngayon. Ano yung ngayon yung workout mo na sa tingin mo na, oh, I like this. This is my workout for for my bike.
Yung workout po yung may tempo thresholds ata.
Mm.
It's parang si 5 minutes. Parang siyang pyramid.
Mhm.
So 5 minutes zone 2, 10 minutes zone 3 to 4, 10 minutes zone 4.
Mhm.
Yun yung favorite workout ko for now.
And
Pero
how
I
many
also
set
like
was
to
that?
do the brick workouts
Mhm.
kasi short lang.
So ngayon, yeah, what's your favorite workout if kasi medyo naputol, balikan ko lang yung question para at least like yung explanation mo. So now, what's your favorite workout na kung saan masasabi mo, yeah, this is the workout for me that I can do it every time at hindi ako magsasawa.
Well, pag po, yung favorite, if not totally bike, yung favorite workout ko talaga, besides run intervals, is the brick workouts, yung Tuesdays. But kung sa bike po, yung may, wait lang, tawag nun. Ah, ano tawag dun?
Threshold.
Mga threshold po. Yung mga may 5 minutes. 5 minutes zone to 10 minutes. 10 minutes zone to 3 to 4. Tapos 10 minutes na zone 4.
Hmm.
Yun po.
Mga progressive effort workout, no? And so now, what's your race effort when you say sa cycling? Anong zone yung ginagamit mo? Which zone do you stick when it comes to cycling? Question ko ngayon, what's zone yung ginagamit mo when it comes sa racing? So what's your race effort zone?
I believe, di na po kasi ako di ko kasi tinitingnan yung watch ko. Pero I believe it's zone 4.
Zone 4.
Tapos, yes po, zone 4. Tapos sa run na, zone 4 sa bike. Tapos sa run na ako, yung nag-zone 3, 4, 3.
Mhm. Oh, that's good. That's good. And do you count carbs intake during the race, or it's more on by feelings that how do you manage your fueling during the race?
Sorry,
Just curious now.
sorry po.
How do you
Opo.
manage your fuel intake during the race?
Yung fuel ko po now, I just discovered na okay pala ako sa Letargo. So, I'm not gonna change that na.
Mhm.
Sa bike, yung lahat ng nutrition ko, sa bike ko talaga, like, yun nga, sa bike ko, I make sure na
Mm.
na I get everything right on the bike. Kasi sa run, hindi na ako makakapag-nutrition. So, sa bike, may karga akong, pag standard distance lang, may karga akong Bitargo.
Mhm.
Tapos, kaka-try ko lang po ng Bitargo. Tapos,
And
okay naman
how many
siya for
carbs,
me.
how many grams of carbs do you take ng Bitargo during bike?
Um, I'm not sure po sa numbers, pero it's just, isang water bottle.
Mhm.
Tapos, I'm not very scientific po kasi nutrition pa. But yeah, sa standard distance, isang water bottle, I think mga 500 or 750 na water bottle, ml. Isang scoop ng Vitar. Tapos, nagja-gel ako. Okay naman ako sa good gels. 3 gel ata. And then, tapos, yun. Tapos sa run, I'll bring a good gel in case I feel like magbabunk ako. So, I take that gel if I feel like bunking. Pero if not, hindi na ako magja-gel.
Oh, talaga? Wow. That's for the standard distance. But for the 70.3 for the 21K run, that's a different thing. Or ganun din yung style mo.
Yes. For 70.3, dalawa yung bottles na dinadala ko. So, isang bottle for the Vitargo, tapos isang bottle for water lang alone. So, tapos 4 or 5 gels ata na on the bike. Tapos I bring 2 good gels sa run. Kasi, and then I take the good gel mga 7 and 14K.
Mhm. Well, that's good.
Yes.
That's good to know. And thank you for sharing that. And well, I'm very thankful for the time na binigay mo sa amin. I'm thankful for sharing your inside stories, how you train, what yun yung mga struggles mo. Kasi, you know, it's good na we know na kayo rin nagsa-struggle kasi we can relate from you. And sometimes parang ganun yung connection, 'di ba? Mas magiging wow, I really like this. I think that's one of the reason why Lionel Sanders is so popular kasi hindi lang hindi lang yung okay yung pinapakita niya, even the struggles. And that's how the fan
Yeah.
base mas nakaka-relate sa kanya at mas lalong nagiging popular siya. And I know that you as a great athlete sa Cebu, marami ka rin mga fan base and knowing your story, oh yeah, meron din siyang struggle and I have my own struggle as well and she kept doing it and because wala naman tayong perfect athletes, di ba? And uh, we're always there's always room for improvement. So Cianyl, thank you very much sa time. And this is the time na I will give you the chance na pasalamatan yung mga tao na gusto mong pasalamatan, yung mga tao na sumusuporta sa'yo.
But first of all po, thank you so much po for inviting me. It's such an honor to be here. Tapos kasi I know you have a lot of viewers. And then, I'd like to thank VM Oloy, sila Sammy, my bestie, sila Ama, sila Ina, tapos all the Barracudas for as in 110% na support. As in, never, like, grabe sila ka-supportive with me. So, yun. And then also, sa lahat ng mga friends and family na who are truly supportive of me and in my triathlon career. And yeah, yun po, yun po.
Well, thank you very much and I'm really looking forward na makita mo yung mga post mo kasama yung mga try SND sa SND sa lugar ng SND, no?